Hey guys, Brock here, and now we do have the new Hobbit series, The Desolation of Smaug, which came out December 2nd. And so we do have the ambush at Dol Guldur. I can't say that, but it's really confusing. The ambush one over here, and then we have Dol Guldur, something like that, at the actual set over here, the battle. So anyways, you can connect them, but first let's get started with the minifigs, right? Let's go up. So let's get started with the Dol Guldur ambush. There we go, I said it right, it took me a long time. But first we do see Biron back there and two Gundabad orcs, which we'll get close up for you. Here we go. So zoom in, or focus it in. So here, Biron is the shapeshifter. His species did get, like, Azog, the Defiler, the tall pale orc over there, did wipe out his species. The apprentice executed them all. He is a shapeshifter. He can turn into a bear. Right here, he does have an axe. I believe in the Desolation of Smaug, you do not see him with his axe in here, which I will get later too. Radagast and Biron come to save Gandalf. Well, that happens, I believe, in the third movie. I believe it's not yet released what's going to happen, but I don't know why they put them in the set, even though they weren't in the movie. I mean, he was at the front gate, but he never came to rescue. But anyways, going on to Biron, this is a new character. You do see his, like, robes. He does have leg printing. This is his hair and his face is actually one piece put together. That is really interesting. I thought this was going to be the head with the rubber hair, but this is actually just one piece. This is actually his head back hair that goes down because he's a very tall. I wish he was taller, because standing up next to Gandalf, focus that in, he's not that tall. Well, I mean, he's taller, but he's not as tall because he's actually pretty much a giant. He's like, I would say like 9 feet tall, 10 feet. He's really, really tall, and especially to the dwarves. So he's very tall. I wish they did like the woody legs on him and the woody arms, or just did something to make him bigger. The Woody from Toy Story. But moving on to the Gundabad orcs. These are new, seen in the series. Last series of The Hobbit, or the very first one, they actually just did hunter orcs instead of Gundabad orcs, which was just a mortar orc's body with different pants on, like a Speedo type thing, like robes on his pants for the hunter orcs. But these are Gundabad orcs, and I replaced the hunter orcs and Gundabad orcs. So I put the Gundabad orcs instead of my hunter orcs in that set, the Warg Attack set. But anyways, he does have like a mace. He only does have one side. If he does not have the hair like the other orcs over there, he does have back hair, which I do like this one, because orcs were elves turned to black magic, so now they are very bad demonic creatures. So they do have the elf ears with the type of hair over there. You do see all the bones and straps and all of his, like, leather and stringy and demonic clothing. But moving on to the second one, he has an Urkhai sword, which I do not like, honestly. I love the sword, but it should not be with the Gundabad orcs or any orcs. It was only seen in the movies to be with the Urkhai. So I do not like that I wish they made up a new design for a different type of sword, a skinnier one, unlike these ones, which we did see in the Kingdom sets. But anyways, this one is only different because of the sword and these shoulder spikes. So yes, they put the shoulder spikes on just for looks, nothing too special. It just goes on around his neck. These back pieces are for his back. You cannot put a sheath on his back for like a bow. I already tried that. It does not turn out well. You can't do it. And it's hard for him to hold a bow. It can't go past the shoulder thing. So moving on to the Dol Guldur battle. This one, we'll start with the evil. We do have the Necromancer. Go right here. This is the Necromancer. He's all black. He kind of does look like a monkey, honestly, to me. No back printing. He just has like this greenish face. It does glow in the dark. And there's like this torso with like this green stuff that he looks very creepy coming out of the shadows. This does turn out to be Sauron, the main bad guy in Lord of the Rings. So that was a surprise for me in the Desolation of Smaug. And this is Azog. Finally they made Azog in the Warg Attack set. I always thought that one guy with the shirt on was Azog, but I don't know why I never looked at his name. It was Yasnig. I knew it didn't look right. So they finally made Azog, his head and his, looks like part of his torso is one piece. It connects to his neck. And this looks amazing. This is where Thorn Oakenshield cut off his hand. I do like that. Finally they made his hammer. Well, this is the first version, except if you went to the, I believe it was the New York Comic Con, they did give out, sell these guys, which are worth a lot if you still have them in their original package. But yes, I do like his club. This guy is brand new. I love his printing. So yes, I love him. You can't fit. There you go. The two other orcs, I don't think, are exactly the same, except he has the Uruk-hai sword, no hair, except for the back hair back there. The other one just has the first. These swords were introduced in bronze and silver form, which is this is the silver form, which were released, I believe, in 2008 in the Kingdom set, and the goblins did carry these. He does have the shoulder spikes, just like the bald head with the stringy hair. So now let's go on to the good guys. This is Radagast. He's finally brand new, which I love this character. Let me try to get it more focused in. There we go. I love his staff, but in the Tower of Orthanc, they did say, since in the deleted scenes, when Saruman does die, he says, do you want the 2 keys and do you want all 3 wizard staffs? So they did have to add in Radagast's staff, but the staffs don't match. They're 2 different staffs. But they're similar, but not the same. So I was a little disappointed because that means, I don't know, they messed up. But he does have new torso printing. Let's lift that up. Back printing. He does have a nice brown cape. His beard is connected to his hat with a little feather on top, and there you see his face. To me, that face doesn't look like him until you put the beard on. When you put the beard on, to me, it looks like him. I do love the staff. But let's go into Gandalf. This Gandalf is not new. He does have a cape. He does have his hair. He is missing his hat. He does have his sword. Was it the faux hammer? I believe it's called. This one's the faux hammer. Yeah, because Thorn has the goblin cleaver. And he does have his staff. And it's the same character, nothing new. Gray cape. He does have back printing, but his hair kind of blocks it. Oops. He does have a second face. A very, very mad face. So there is the characters. So let's move on to, let's go do this one, the Dol Guldur ambush set. Okay, so here we do have the Dol Guldur ambush. I think I said it right again. But anyways, let's get on to the accessories which come with it. So it does have a double catapult with wheels right there. You hold it back here, or you can have an orc hold it, and it does shoot 2 rocks from there. And I believe it comes with extra rocks, I'm not sure. Over here, it does, this side wall opens up and there's a missile. So it does come with 1 extra missile, which I do like. And then it randomly has 2 skulls, which I'm perfectly fine with. So now moving on to the actual set. Over here, this actually connects to the other set, which it was connected when I was showing the minifigs. But I'll reconnect it again. And here we do have just like a random torch. We do have a Mirkwood tree, because this was an elf fortress until they abandoned it, and then the dark forces took it over, or Sauron's army took it over. So over here we do have like a little, it's a rocky entrance to the fortress. This does open up. There is a little, what's called a bone just sticking right there. Flick missile opens up so the bone can stick right there perfectly fine. This is the entrance, so it does have, I don't know what these are. Just for decoration or more detail, it does have a little entrance here where you can stand up the characters. And then back here, it does have these. So you do flick these back. This is a hammer, and this is, 2 axes, and I'll show you from the front view. So if you do have a character walking through, you do just go, you can push it, or that wasn't a good push, but you can push it. It knocks them down if you hit it hard, and this one does just chop them into pieces. So yes, I love this set. I'm so glad they actually made it, because it goes really good with the other set if you do connect them. I highly recommend, if you do get this one, get them both. Enough said about this one. Let's move on to the Dol Guldur dual attack battle. Okay, here's the Dol Guldur. I can't say it. But anyways, here is the actual set. This one was $70. It is pretty big, which I do like. So we will get to the set, but first let's get to the accessories. So first we do have like this little statue in the middle. I'm not sure it counts as a character, but it's easy to take off. It has like a skirt thing. It does have like a little lamp, and you can open this up, and inside it is a wizard's ring, and it does look like Frodo's ring because it's the same design, but it is supposed to be different. And we do have the MIrkwood red plant right there. We do have a little catapult, a smaller one, not a double shooter like we saw before. And then, here, let me move this so I can get to it over here. Move this, but this you actually do, you pull this planter, and that does tip it, and this does drop a skull on top of someone's head, whoever walks through. So, what else? Oh, yeah, over here, let me get that. Up here, we do have a skeleton in a cage. You can also put Gandalf, because in the end of Desolation of Smaug, Gandalf does get put in the cage as overhanging the fortress, but the other way, actually, but it's cooler. So, let's just flip this around anyway. Okay. So let's look on here. Back here we do have a spider web, and you can turn this, and the sword does come. I believe, yeah, you can see it through the spider webs, but I'll show you from the other side. Over here we can flip this wall around by controlling the torch up top, which I will also show on from the other view. In here we do have a sword. Looks like a fish or a type of bone, a barrel, which you can put Gandalf's stuff once he gets captured. And in here we just have some more bones, and that's all for over there. But over here we do have that gate entrance. Just trying to open this up. There you go. You can open up the gate entrance. And yes, like you can see, this thing does move. It can spread open. And it's supposed to be bending inward. But anyways, that is very cool. I love how it does bend, because the fortress was like a little, looked like a normal castle to me. Like a circular castle. Oh yeah, the sword thing over here. You can turn it. There's a sword. Cut someone up. And I believe that's all for, oops, the camera's falling. And, oh, up here we do have the cage, which I'm showing you. Again, I'm sorry about that. Right here, you can take this off, and you can put the catapult on here, which I was trying to do, but I forgot to do that. So you can put the catapult on there, which I don't like so much because you can't see it from the front view, but I like it a lot better with this up here. And you do pull this, and the cage does fall. And I wish I showed you the other way around. But as you can see, the cage fell, and the skeleton did die. So yes, it is very cool. You just pull the pin, it falls. This set was very cool. I did like this set, and I did like the other one. So I will not be posting a video for about a week. I'm going to be gone. So, yes, but when I get back, I will do the Ewok Village, the Star Wars Summer sets, and finish the other two Hobbit sets. I believe those are my first that I want to do. Yeah, the Star Wars Summer sets and the Hobbit sets. And then I will be done with those two series, and then I will figure out and tell you what I'll be doing. Oh, after that, I will be doing the Lego Movie. I haven't yet completed the whole entire series yet. I do have most of the sets. So once I complete that, I will show them. So stay tuned for more. Please like and subscribe. And just stay tuned for a lot more cooler Legos. Thank you for watching.